Hello Scorpios, welcome to your end of the month bonus reading with myself, Rachel Navy. I've already been given the heads up that this timestamp is going to bring you to June 12th, but this is my 5-card pull as a way of simply saying thank you for being here, I think it's number 2 on my most watched videos for the month, so just another little reading that may resonate with some of you. Looks like lots going on though already. Let me just clarify these up, see if we're really taking these. Yes or no? That is a yes. Yes or no? That is a no. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Wands out so far. Now, this is more of an intuitive guided reading here, Scorpio. It really challenges myself, which I like to do, especially for these readings. And whatever the 5 are, there's no particular sequence to them. I'm just going to read each card as they're called to come to the table here. And we'll see if kind of like a picture or a storyline formulates. I'll, of course, clarify that up. I'm going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracles deck to do that. And 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot for anybody interested in what cards these are. This seems to be my favorite deck this month for the month of May is 8 Coins. Keep in mind, though, guys, this is a general reading. Will not resonate for everyone. So keep what does and leave the rest. And if you have a challenge or situation in your life you'd like more guidance, clarity, and support, feel free to reach out to me. All my information is either linked in the description below or the About section of my channel. And as always, it's Villagio Strega on Facebook and TikTok, where I do some more extended readings. Well, so much for 5. Let me just clarify these. Yes or no? No. Yes or no? That's a big yes for the High Priestess. Okay, major arcanas are, of course, most pertinent points of any reading you get here. Those are the big guns, the big guys here, Scorpio. So, that said here, we're starting out with 3 of Wands energy. 3 of Wands is like management, more responsibilities you're taking on in your life for many of you, as it is here, Scorpio. Leadership, watching and waiting for your ships to come in. This is also the card of enterprise and entrepreneurship. It's kind of like maybe you're taking a new action towards that. Field of Dreams kind of vibe to it all of a sudden here, where you're watching and you're waiting to see if things are going to pay off, see if they're going to work out, to see what new avenue or new action you should take in order to gain that top dog position. And it's not necessarily that it's ego driven. It's more along the lines of determination is another way of looking at the 3 of Wands energy. Got the beautiful Fool card energy. So yes, there may indeed be like some new business aspect for many of you Scorpios, maybe even a love situation here going on too by the looks of things. But I'm feeling in this particular action, it's definitely about business. And the Fool card here is kind of like stepping out blindly, stepping out with faith, right? You don't know. You've never been on this journey before. So with the Fool, this is the start of the hero's journey here, Scorpios. You've never been on this kind of journey before in your life, so you don't know what to expect. You don't know if that serpent's going to kind of like bite you or kiss you, but you just know you need to stop and smell the flowers. You need to enjoy every moment of this. Why? Because you know at the end of the day, Spirit's got your back in your travels, and what's right for you will never pass you by. True story. So use your intuition, and for sure the High Priestess is coming up to remind you of that. But what's right for you will never pass you by. For work, when one door shuts, another one opens, of course. But it becomes that way because you yourself have chosen to say, you know what, universe, I trust you. Lead me down the road you want to lead me down, is what Scorpio needs to say, and enjoy the experience, enjoy the ride, because it's meant to be fun, it's meant to be lighthearted and cheerful. Next up is the Ace of Cups energy. I saw this in Virgo's reading as well. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, or maybe you're partnering with a Virgo somehow. But nonetheless, Ace of Cups energy again is that peacefulness, that tranquility. The divine kind of hands you a cup, makes you an offer of love, romance, whatever it is that emotionally satisfies you. And it's typically a new one. It's something you haven't thought of before. Or even something to comfort you in a time of need. Now, out of these murky depths, of course, blooms the lotus. Out of the muddy waters becomes these beautiful blooms that sit on those emotional seas of life. And this cup is overflowing with all that watery emotion, with all that maturity, with all that loving response to you. The dove's offering peace. Peace in the image here, as well as that chalice is being handed to you. So this is a new opportunity for emotional fulfillment. Maybe a partnership, it may be that business, it may be simply just life itself. Maybe you have a new lease on life, a new outlook on life here, Scorpio. New things to be grateful for. Yeah, perhaps. Because you also have the Nine of Cups energy next. Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. Nine of Cups says, thank you. I am truly satisfied. And thank you for also letting me know all I have to do is ask. I have to hold out my hands and say, thank you, universe, for my blessings. Sometimes, though, this can be a little bit overindulging, right? Because maybe, Scorpio, you're not used to that sort of thing. Maybe you're not used to having so much emotional satisfaction and fulfillment in your life, especially if this is a new partnership for some of you. If this is that new love energy, new romance coming in that you've never been on before. Maybe you don't know what it's like to be doted on or put on a pedestal, perhaps. But I got a feeling this is more along the lines of self-satisfaction, self-gratification for many of you in that aspect of your life, because it is a new journey. It's like, okay, I did this, I'm doing this. Again, timestamp for ending is June 12th, and the dog's about to bark because the ducks are running by. Or maybe it was the rabbit, who knows. Nonetheless, the end of the 5 cards is the High Priestess. She is ruled by the moon, so all that unconscious kind of energy, expressions of emotions, expression of feelings, but also about keeping them in balance is her main thing, by balancing knowledge and wisdom, by listening to her intuition. She's highly psychic, highly feminine energy. She knows what's going on, and she's really about us tapping into our higher self. To, when in doubt, she's mastered this. She's mastered tapping into the higher self and trusting our own intuition. Especially when you're on a new path, this is kind of like the divine's way of checking in on us. Is like, okay, what does your gut say? Now, I get a feeling that whatever path you're on here, whether it's taking on more responsibilities, whether it's a new business, something along those lines here, that emotional satisfaction that's coming to you, again, it might feel scary for some, but go with your gut. Make those decisions, balancing that knowledge and wisdom, but listening to your intuition, because sometimes numbers in this world, sometimes numbers and things don't always look like they're going to add up, Scorpio, but if you're listening to your intuition, then it doesn't matter what something looks like on paper. It matters what you feel in particular. So listen to your intuition for the next couple of weeks here for sure. Might also have something to do with, right now we're listening to our higher self, our higher vibration as it is, because of the planetary bodies being aligned as they are. So, that said, let's pull some wisdom cards and see what else we need to know here. What other messages do you have for Scorpio on the collective, please? What other messages is there for Scorpio? End of May into up to June 12th. What other messages do you have for Scorpio? Good girl, Snow. Leave the rabbit alone. Thank you. Oops. I've got Truth Be Told. Interesting. New opportunity. You're opening up about something. Being authentic. This is why you're on a new journey of sorts. Let's see what else we get here, Scorpio. Truth Be Told. Truth be told, flexible, okay. Yep, being flexible with a situation, especially if you're learning something new or you're partnering up. Yeah. Taking on more responsibilities on the job. May require some flexibility here. Too many. One more. There it is. There it is. I see it, Scorpios. Ooh, a few more. Okay. All that glitters. That's why you got to use your intuition. Milk and honey and loyal heart. Okay. So, loyal heart is very similar to soulmate energy. You're drawing in those that you have the feels for, and they have the feels back kind of thing. Truth be told energy. Well, speaking your truth or being honest with yourself is what it's really about. Being honest with yourself as to where you're headed. Being honest with yourself as this new journey begins, perhaps. Flexible, we know, is about having a flexible nature to things. Maybe it's even flexible schedule, but I got a feeling it's more about the responsibilities you take on. Maybe it's even new responsibilities in a relationship beginning, or again, new path you're going down, new adventure in life here. But it's working with others as much as it is being realistic about what you can do for yourself. In other words, not burning the candle at both ends. We do have milk and honey here, Scorpio, and all that glitters is not gold. So this is making sure and checking in that you're not finding illusion. You're not fooling yourself in any situation, especially with that milk and honey and energy in there. And then, of course, right before that, we had the loyal heart. So this is really showing me here that, you know, you're compromising in one aspect, but it's opening a doorway for you in many more areas for yourself here, Scorpio. And for you, while it may be about partnering up, where it may be a new loving relationship, you coupling in some way, you're being realistic. You're definitely using your intuition and making sure that what you see is what you get. So you're asking a lot of questions, perhaps. You're allowing yourself to be satisfied. You're definitely allowing yourself, you know, you're bathing in milk and honey here. That's that Nine of Cups energy. You're allowing yourself to kind of let loose and be satisfied, be fulfilled by this situation or partnership, as it were. But you're recognizing, too, that maybe things may not be quite what they seem. As you're kind of learning the ropes here, and maybe part of that issue is your need to be flexible as well. So either way, this is very beautiful. This is very positive in its energy. It's there. I don't really see any negative components to it. I see a lot of growth. I see a lot of maturity for you, Scorpio. I see you using your intuition, and I see you having a lot of faith, both with yourself and with the universe at large here, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and responsibilities. You're taking on more responsibilities. You're very trusting of your own capabilities as well as the universe, and it's kind of like you recognize when, again, something may not be what it seems to be, but you're willing to work on things too. So you're willing to negotiate really in many of these aspects here. And again, there may be some love headed your way as well, Scorpio. So that said, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I wish you well. Leave me a comment below. I'm very curious how this resonates for some of you. So there you have it, Scorpios. I'll see you on the monthly. Blessed be.